$100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. Yeah, $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. I ain't bluffing. This the end of discussion, I need $100 million or nothing. I ain't stopping. I mean, I gotta get it poppin', being broke is not an option, and they need to quit flogging, messing up the game, claiming that you so real, and you a lame homie, that is just a shame. Better get it through your brain, thin line is the gang, and we still maintain, I don't need a name change. Look, I gotta bring one home for the home team, so you know it's all the way on when the phone rings. Buzzing, jumping, running off the dresser, man, I'm nice in the clutch, I ain't never felt pressure. Down to earth, I ain't acting all extra snub, no, to make the club close, 38 special. That's how you make them cut the lights on. Party and bullshit all night long. All around the world it's the same old song, but the earth keeps spinning and the game goes on. So I stay on, play strong till I flame on. Stay strong, try to keep up, you gotta play along. I need that hottie flights tight for my life, that'll be nice. I'm tapping on sight, get me right, but I'm texting it twice. Nothing less will suffice. Captain save a hoe, scrapping over dikes. I don't wanna fight, it's all love, who you thought I was? You got $250 but couldn't buy a buzz. They ain't fly as us, we the real street. I've been holding it down and y'all still sleep. It's time to wake up, playtime's over. Step your rap game up, the game got colder. $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. Look, and I ain't giving up, so you gon' have to give it up. Before I self-destruct, I need them bigger bucks. Tune into my life, it's like a prize fight, but you don't get the big story, just the highlights. It's not Sports Center, but I'm a born winner. Still hungry, y'all looking like more dinner. Till I get bored with you, then it's back to business. I do it for the culture, I don't practice gimmicks. I mean, who knew that I'd be this nice? Try them shoes on when they fit just right. Become a rap legend, I just might. Don't doubt me for a second, my future getting bright. Getting closer to my dreams, still chasing waterfalls. And they think I'm falling off, but I got the ball. $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. $100 million or nothing, I need $100 million or nothing. And I ain't bluffing, that's the end of discussion, I need $100 million or nothing. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Frustration is an understatement. They still slick hating on me, but I'm underrated. Still I'm gonna make it, take it to other places. Don't end up in the matrix and get complacent. I'm more introspective, but she's so evasive. It make me wanna give her less cause of the way she take it. 1,000 explanations, but not one excuse. More folks would rather hear a lie before they would the truth. Furthermore, I'm going overboard. They still stuck on the same thing, I'm growing more. I'ma take it somewhere that you're scared to go. Too afraid of the fall, so you would never know. On the low, I always had manholes. I'm a fly motherfucker, since you have to know. Pass the dro. If you make a bad call, I'm John McEnroe. We can get it cracking though. I'm not the one you wanna battle with. Step inside the octagon, get the cage rattled quick. You think it's a game, it's not Battleship. I told them I was gonna make it, but they couldn't fathom it. Small-minded people can't think big, but I really know a few people doing state bids. The thought alone make me cherish every day I live. Wake up and give thanks before I think about what day it is. I don't take it for granted, I'm taking advantage. Raising the standards, I think I'm making them panic. They so hateful, I'm grateful, thankful I'm able. I'm talking staying in the trailer, but couldn't afford cable. Financially unstable, trying to start a label, no fable. Forcing a hand that rocks the cradle. So as I put one in the atmosphere, my thoughts tend to float out past the stratosphere. It's Mr. Southside, you have a savage here. I'm really spitting them bars that people have to hear. I'm going back to the future, tell the Olympics I need that gold medal like Zab Judah. Gon' miss me with all the Rasputians. Y'all losers, you ain't a gangster or a shooter. I'm not a teacher nor a tutor, I'm a pupil. Looking for some knowledge that's truthful, useful. Or maybe that's too brutal, but I'm youthful. You don't like my style, the feeling's mutual. The situation crucial as usual, but ain't nothing new, amazing what you get used to. Found myself in a little predicament, they biting me ridiculous, it's frivolous, the whole experience is ignorance. They listen without hearing it, point blank period, you can't be serious. Yeah. still reppin' Tennessee with consistency. It's a few people disagree, but I don't let it get to me. I mean, lyrically, many men try to mirror me, but I'm the man, myth, legend, and the mystery. Spitting oral tradition, hip-hop history. I've been around just a little over a quarter century. Yeah, well coordinated and orchestrated. Some people just do less work and more complaining. Take my statements and rearrange it, interchange it and integrate it, but subliminals never penetrated. It's amazing, I made it through the hatred. Everybody commentated, but no one commemorated. Play me like a mental patient, I'm just making simple statements and show you better than I can tell you, let me demonstrate it. I'm in unison with the universe. It's about who does it well, not who do it first. Church, tabernacle, temple, or sanctuary. I'm really in my own lane, so they can't compare me. I gotta give it to them raw like soldier slumming. They know I'm going hard anytime I'm going in. Check it, peep it, the best kept secret. I'm staring at the game like what's the next step needed. Sipping clear water from Credence, trying to get my mind right. Waiting for the limelight to shine when the time's right. I gotta keep myself sharp, I'm a work of art, so you need to know your part. I'm trying to make my own mark. Bunch of personal business I need to tend to, but I'm still relying on rap, hoping I get through. It ain't working, homie, I'm hurting. I mean, the show ain't over yet, but they trying to close the curtains. But one thing for certain, currently I'm more current. Don't get nervous, they still trying to curve it. Can't stand the thought, feeling like all is lost. Might as well give up, they already thought we falling off, but I was never on. I mean, I'm trying to make some better songs. I need to rewrite history, but it's set in stone. Outcast, down bad, backstab, misfit, black sheep, fucked up, loser, dipshit. Dead be dead, all of the above, they call me every name in the book. Basically a scrub. All of a sudden people act like they can't stand me now, when I ain't never had shit except to hand me down. Yeah, and still, I don't pay them no never mind. Tried to tell them several times, I'm the best you'll ever find. You want a shot at the title? Get in line, sit in line, it's the line. We don't fuck with simple minds. I don't make the headline, cause I ain't meet the deadline. Please believe I'm fine, I'm trying to dodge Fed time. Staying out of trouble's a full-time job. The unemployment rate's up. Home times it's hard. Success is not a destination or a situation. I was trying to turn rap into a solid occupation. So it seemed I constructed my own dream. But the funny thing is I'm playing for my own team. Hard to believe, never thought they would let me in the league. I was better off watching from the nosebleeds. Look, shall I proceed? The fans don't know me, but I be rapping circles around your favorite rapper's whole team. It's deeper than rap. I'm a writer, late night sitting up with the cigarettes and lighter, trying to slow down the tag, cause they say I'm too hyper. The way I put the pen to the pad and hop off in your cipher. Like I'm trying too hard, I'm a lot nicer. Stunned like MacGyver, supplying your supplier. Homie, I'm the one and only original real Southsider. Turn it up, get it liver, get it blunt, a little fire. Lock and load, sex, drugs, rock and roll. All I know is Shorty's a pro when she can stop the show. So I polished the flow, you know, mop and glow. Told her the best way to get it up is to drop it low. Stunned like you ill, but you not sick. Ride with me, it's a kamikaze in the cockpit. I refuse to be outworked. So while you out getting chirped, I'm in the yoke, thinking about a verse. Trying to balance out the gift and the curse, but it's getting worse. Every beat getting murked. I'm really from the dirt. Why lie? I mean, I'm flying in the skydive. Still reppin' Southside, they giving me the side eye. But y'all can keep your mean mugs and your ice grills. I was made for this game, yeah, I got the right build. We always had a goal in mind, I'm working overtime. Trying to peep my storyline, you gon' need an open mind. My subliminals are criminal, off general principle. Mixtapes are memorable, digital or physical. New school or traditional. Yeah, what up? Look, I don't know if they mocking me or planning on stopping me, but obviously they watching me, so I'ma teach them properly. I probably should overlook them cause they obsolete. The truth is, lyrically, they cannot compete. Let me get a proper beat. And where's the smoking section? Don't sweat it, hands down, no question. Q&A is after the seminar. She been with me a little while, now she getting hard. I've been getting bars and I ain't talking Xanax. I'm from out of this world, we ain't on the same planet. The way I manage, I know the lanes can't stand it, but I got it heavy on my mind like like brain damage. I know I brain panic, don't start spazzing out. I'm blacking out, catch me at the plug's house backing out. Don't confuse my ambition with thirst. I'm saying even through the transitions we work, hit them where it hurts. In the war room like it's draft day. Started off in last place, moving up the fast way. I keep a mad pace like it's the last race. Daydreaming about a big bank with the crack safe. But that'll never happen, I better stick to rapping. I finished my breakfast, but I needed several napkins. Used to be purse snatching, you yapping to the captain. Go against me and get an adverse reaction. Ain't nobody paying me. Feel like they playing me, raping me, modern day slavery. This is the bravery, yeah. So I go through that whole spiel. Then it's back to the drawing board with a cold chill. This is all tradition. The more that I'm spitting, the more that's been given is yours. Do what you wanna do with it. They take it out of context anyway. Then turn around and tell you, say what you mean what you say. Cause once you leak it, you can't take it away. But I'll admit that I ain't perfect and I made some mistakes. Wanna make it look like we in the same boat, but we ain't though. I need that whole bank, not a bankroll. Who you know that flow with this intensity, intentionally in 10 cities? Realistically, who could get with me? Remember me? I'm from Tennessee, you can't swim with me. I got the antidote, recipe, and the remedy. I know they wanted me gone, but couldn't finish me. I'm a magician with this pen, call it wizardry. Show you how to wordplay in the worst way. On my worst day, been all the way ready since my first day. My debut is overdue, I stay true in social due. Focusing in vocal booth, show and prove. Some act like it's their job to hold me back, but will never give me a break or show me slack. If I slack off, they back off. I go hard, get blackballed. Snap a match off, light up a rocket, and blast off. They counted me out like it was over early. Oh, let me run into your ass like it's roller derby. I heard it's 5 degrees of separation. So if I network with the right connection, I'll see some reparation. Been paying all my dues and waiting patient. And I ain't sending out shots, I'm only making statements. Tell them jokers this is not Oprah. If you a stockholder, where's your stockbroker? This is for the ones who couldn't get it and got over a lot colder. Them things that you understood once you got older. I know they mad, right? Beaming up from satellites. I check your temperature and you ain't got the appetite. You ain't acting right. You dealing with a shark, I leave you with an afterbite. Put you in the afterlife. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. They bargaining with me, but I'm spitting bars like I'm Biggie. Semi-pro status, cause I'm not rapping average. In the cages working on my swing, it's batting practice. In the cages working on my swing, it's batting practice. Yeah. Look, major without a major, with or without a labor. Catch me bustin' down to see a Vega, we gon' see you later. I'm a seasoned player. They all see the flavor. Tell them haters with that fake love, we don't need a favor. Too ambitious for my own britches. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, don't ask why. I'm trying to kill my own sickness. I got cruel intentions, and that's a true religion. Jump off in that water, come swimming with the henchmen. Listen, pimpin', I'm nice with the written, spittin' with persistence. You gon' need assistance, no riffin'. Tell my competition they can't match my compositions. Opposition got me twisted, you won't make a big difference. Impervious to psychoanalysis, so I ain't worried if they curvin', it won't amount to shit. Too many people say they real, they ain't about the shit. Hip-hop at its finest, minus the politics. I've been through a lot of shit. Drugs, hoes, holler tips, so baby fuck staying stationary, I gotta flip. It's commonality and common enemies eventually, but that'll only bring insult to injury. Tennessee, remember me for my energy. New breed, new speed, indeed we in a different league. The greatest that never made it. Underground favorite, underrated and hated. To kill your tape in one cadence. Watch your statements, I'm blatant. I am not racist, I've been waiting impatient to break. They think I'm not breaking, but they badly mistaken. I will gladly replace them if I have to erase them. Delete them soon as I face them. Kung Fu hustle, motherfucker. No Jason Statham, going too deep for your taste. You can change the station if you listen hard enough. You can see the bar raising, elevating. I'm celebrating, witness a star in the making. Dreams turn into nightmares overnight. Roll the dice, it's not my first rodeo. Been here more than twice. Had you thinking you seen a ghost? Poltergeist. Anybody think I fell off or need more advice? The squad say my bars mean, but I know I'm nice. And I don't need accolades or record deals to know I'm right. I know it's gotta be more to life than what I'm seeing, so I keep reaching. Shooting for the moon, spaceship speeding. Day shift the evening, motivational speaking. Rapping for a reason, I'm breathing, I'm not leaving. I'm scheming, the blunt steaming, no daydreaming. Trying to make a killing, fuck trying to break even like we always do about this time. Send chills down your spine by design, it's the line. I got them pressing rewind. Play it 2 times, I'm still paying my dues, I'ma make it in due time. I'm fine. Yeah. What up, yo? Yeah.
Jello Beats, holla at
Look, future underground king, legend in the making. The game wide open, so it's mine for the taking. I ain't waiting, I'm impatient. In the kitchen cooking and scraping. Thin line apron, stove on hot, and the oven still baking. Microwave buzzing, so you know we still shaving. Yeah, I know exactly what they craving. We bout to feed the whole hood, no rest haven. They already pissed off cause we almost made it. Bitch, I'm almost famous, most can't claim it. Truth told, that's a long road, ain't it? Weight of the world on my shoulders. No, I'm not straining, no, I'm not complaining. I'm maintaining, if I get hot flaming, you gon' end up blazing. They keep slick sending shots but won't aim it. Either these dudes faking or we speak a different language. The beat's breaking, let's get it quaking. If you really so amazing, why you studying my statements? They told me I'm too ambitious and need patience, but persistence pays off. Please believe me, we gon' make it. Even though it's painstaking, hella lanes hating. Prepare for the invasion, I'm a damn alien from outer space. Gotta get these lemon lanes out the way. These copycats is out of line, out of place, obsolete, out of date. Still trying to win the race. Food for thought, free lunch. Come and get a dinner plate. It's too late to play it off and try to mediate. You currently have a problem that you cannot alleviate. You better stick to the script, don't deviate. I wanted the easy way, so no, I don't need a break. I'ma be straight regardless of how they play it either way. Trying to see some cake I never thought I'd see today. I was too used to puffing that swag and sipping E&J. Failure's not an option, please believe me, we okay. Support the movement, endorse the music, blessed with the gift and the curse. I was forced to use it, now I'm showing more improvement, and you must be more than stupid. To go against the camp is useless, we more exclusive. The most basic form of disrespect is to insult a person's intellect. Hold up, I ain't finished yet. Thin line, we've been a threat. You better get correct, I only came to get respect, gain the fame, get them checks. We the last ones left like the best of the best. I don't mess with the rest, I'm too blessed to be stressed. You got 9 calling downs, I got next. Yeah, and that's a fucking major threat. I'm taking bets, place your bets. And it's gonna be a major upset. I need a lot more money, ain't made enough yet. The real streets know I really handle mines. On this MC shit, I'm going hammer time. Too legit to quit and keep them cannons when it's Anna time. You want a shot at the title, pick a number, stand in line. The plan is mine and it's a damn good design. Don't get it twisted and tangled and intertwined. Maybe they can't identify with the simple mind. I was trying too hard, scribbling riddle rhymes. That ain't me. Trying to break free, I need a way out. If I ever get on my feet, I'ma get out and stay out. I'm working hard like I'm gonna break through any day now. Hard work pay off, I'm looking for that payout. Hard in the paint, no 3-second violation. They hacking so hard, it's all foul and it's flagrant. Double and triple team, no, it don't make sense. I got a zip in the double cup, I'm getting bent. Light it up, I gotta wear shade, my future bright as fuck. Them dudes ain't hype as us, tighten up. In the cipher, them little bars get siphoned up. Tell me lighten up, I do it for the culture. These little vultures keep on biting us. But I got a post, and you don't want me to get mad, I'm Incredible Hulk. These fake B-boys selling mulch. Meanwhile, I got a small following like a coat. My haters sit back and soak. But no second guessing, ain't no sloppy seconds. I still keep catching blessings because I kept progressing. Looking forward to another 100 sessions. Sometimes you gotta go the long way if you're trying to learn a lesson. Yeah. Hold up. What's good? 1, 2. When I come through, Ashton cut your punk you, show you what the pump do, hit you from the sunroof. The art of war, but he ain't Sun Tzu. The last samurai, but I'm not Tom Cruise. So simple yet he's so smooth, killing instrumentals, but he never seen Pro Tools. Fight Club, no rules, Mike Tyson punch you. Up the center, toe the line, Michael Jordan dunk you. Homie, I run you, full court presser, one-on-one you. Watch the tape after the game to see how I done you. Get it, got it good, let's get it understood. Chat locking, 51 South, I'm really from the hood. Covington, Tennessee, no publishing. Doing it off of the strength and the way the muscle bend. No handcuffing over here, I wanna fuck her friends. And she don't wanna take the L, but I'm gonna win. Nah, not at all, no rest haven. When it come to free agents, I'm the best playing. No contract, stay ready for combat. Over here is full contact. Bomb first, then bomb back, and go beyond that. What a strong at, I'm on that, was off rap. Till they told me I'm underrated and undermatched. Lyrical anthrax, cooking up another batch. Who wants some of that? Till the DJ run it back. Scratch that, let it ride. I built the buzz, seen it die. My blood, sweat, and tears, you don't wanna see me cry. That's not a pretty sight, I really live a gritty life. Smoking under city lights, back to back, get me right. Don't get lost in translation or interpretation. They gassing you up like a service station. I got them nervous pacing like surgery patients. If I get thirsty, that's an urgent situation. Push the envelope, sue me if I'm spitting dope. Listen close, these words was written from a different approach. Realer than most, and some can't come to grips with it. On a Charlie Hustle mission, cause I'm sick with it. Independent, that's the grind, gotta stick with it. Get with it, don't be nervous, I'm just gear shifting. A rapper's rapper, trying to make my peers listen, but it appears wisdom can't be seen through a smeared vision. First Mel died, then Lil Unit, Lil Chris and Clinton, I was going through it. Behind all that, truth's past, and I can't recall the last time we had a few laughs. And it's sad, my brother lost his mother to cancer. We all going through the same struggle, nobody had the answer. I see they listening, so I'ma raise the standard. Trying to get my buzz back, I had to make them clamor. Let your chick gander. Tell your handler and your manager you ain't ready for the slander or the stamina. Don't be a gambler, I scramble the scramblers and dismantle these amateurs' cameras on camera. Call it collateral damage, what's the matter? Don't panic, I got them frantic. Turns all the way up, they can't stand it. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Living with the heartache, had to learn the hard way. No incentive, but he's so relentless. Still persistent and consistent, no one gives it. You gotta get it, I probably overdid it. They think I'm trying too hard, but I'm just flowing vicious. By now they know the business. Don't let me get on that purple, start running circles. They hate you when you underground, love you when you commercial. Listen here, let's get it crystal clear. Keep the unit clear like a souvenir. I'm a pistolier. Life is nice, it was love at first sight. Wasn't thinking about the nightlife or the bright lights. Trying to get my mind right, but in hindsight I was scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. Scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. On the outside looking in, at first glance in my b-boy stance, it was hopeless romance. Hoping somebody would give me a chance or a record advance. Ghost write something hella nice for a couple grand. Scrambling for dollars, trying to get the upper hand. No jewels on me, just the rubber bands. At the Zodiac, snapping like the son of Sam, going Hard Rock Cafe. Yes I am. I'm trying to headline Summer Jam. Really they wanted me gone, but I had other plans. They say you'll fall for anything if you don't take a stand, but every chick I know just wanna break a man. Let me tell you a little story. I've been to hell and back and now I'm stuck in purgatory. All guts, no glory. The game went digital. It's less about the music, more about the visual. They ought to know I was focused on audio. Ain't got no time for sorry hoes. I gotta go. Put the hydro to the pyro. Inhale, exhale. That's cardio. I'm a great thinker, brain maker, live wire, wild card, game changer. Looking at the big picture, all I see is angles. Blessed with the gift of vision, I can see my angels. Right now the game's all mangled, flooded, submerged, bottlenecking to the point it's strangled. Don't get it twisted and tangled. I am hip-hop from my fitted to my ankles. I was just scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. I was just scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. City, bright lights, the flight life is nice. It was love at first sight, wasn't thinking about the nightlife or the bright lights. Just trying to get my mind right, but in hindsight, I was scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. Just scribbling in my notepad, thinking about a brand new way to approach rap. They tell me it's not rap. They say it ain't hip-hop, it's not that. They say it's too this, it's too that, it's too hood, it's too wack, it's too white. He can't write, that boy can't rap. I tried to tell him it's a fake, let me in the yo and I'll match. Drop 150 songs, no strings attached. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. Books on deck, homie, bring them stakes. I keep things intact, you be amazed in fact. I'm amazing, Jack, I was raised to rap. Been studying the game since the days of rapping. Yeah, I've been off in that water, but I made it back. Check it, and everything copacetic on my cigarettes and coffee, like I'm Otis Redding. And I got dreams to remember, sitting with the pen and pencil, trying not to be forgetful. It's ironic to the point that it's coincidental, blowing chronic with the instrumental, so beneficial. Let me paint a perfect picture, sipping some elixir with the perfect mixture. Hold up, let me split another swisher, pin another scripture. It's your boy Mister, writing my life away night and day. When you really this nice, everything else fall in place. The green intense, no incense. What's the intent? Smash the game till the end then. I was just trying to leave an imprint. Too broke to pay rent. Let that boy vent. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, look, I can't help it if I'm murking your beats. And don't get angry with me if I don't purchase a lease or exclusive rights. I'ma do it right, but I'm preoccupied with what I'ma do tonight. So as long as the outcome is income, they gon' have to give me and then some. If I'm cooking out, that mean I'm cooking up. So when I'm cushing out, that mean I'm cushing up. Man hungry for a look, but they won't look at us. Yet and still, everything looking up. They say I'm what the game been missing, and the funny thing is I'm just playing my position. Pain is a given in the rain, so persistent. Can't get caught slipping, I'm staying on my business. So I'm ready for whatever comes. But I wonder why rappers from where I'm from don't come together none. And tell me why I feel responsible when taking over the game's mission impossible. I did it, no image, no gimmick, no major label. I am my brother's keeper, no Cain and Abel. Yo, truth told, I'm learning as I go. They still playing me slow, I'm the concrete rose. Still I rise, watch me grow. And they might play me to the left, but I would never fold. I'm not easily broken, please believe me, I'm focused. Despite the fact that it's a few who'd rather see me hopeless. It's bogus, cause locally I'm a real threat. Who all you know vocally with this skill set? True enough, I ain't made a meal yet, but I'm on my way from being a pioneer to a 10-year vet. Listen, I'm spitting premonition. They still selling wolf tickets, but we been on something different. Mo better blues, I mean you gotta dig it. Politicking while we blowing chicken on our way to Memphis. On 51 South doing 55. And goddamn this whole fine, you should see her drive. I'm twisting blunt after blunt on the passenger side. Have her tickle till she giggle, make her laugh till she cry. I'm getting high on the highway, living like the flyway. I'ma do it my way. I can't help it if I'm murking your beats. And don't get angry with me if I don't purchase a lease or exclusive rights. I'ma do it right, but I'm preoccupied with what I'ma do tonight. So as long as the outcome is income, they gon' have to give me and then some. If I'm cooking out, that mean I'm cooking up. And if I'm cushing out, that mean we cushion up. I'm saying, you gotta feel me on this one. If you ain't got a down ass chick, you need to get one or two. I'ma keep it true. Fuck around and thought I was Drake, how they loving the crew, but it's nothing to us, just something we do. At the club, posted up, just letting your hoe choose. Take them back, toss them up, keep it on the cool. And I've been a Mac raw as fuck, you don't have a clue. I'm through. Put it all on the line every time. To rhyme this nice unsigned is a crime. But you know they say crime pays, so I told myself I'ma do it my way. I came a long way from going the wrong way. Wait, turn the sound up, let the song play. A hell of a night, I live a hell of a life. Ride with me, it's just a day in the life. Up early in the morning, ain't thinking about yesterday, I'm living for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? You gotta stay focused. The game overflowing with snakes, rats, and roaches. Lanes wanna approach us, they all hocus pocus. Praying that I just fall off, but it's hopeless. Nose wide open, smoking something potent. Visions of a sunset, Mr. Holland's opus. Know this, I never been bogus. I know your chick notice, I'm lyrically ferocious. Yeah, and every day is a holiday. I mean, I'm trying to get paid in a lot of ways. If the deal ain't lucrative, then I gotta escape. Truth is, I already been through a lot of hate. I wouldn't give 2 cents on what you gotta say. I'ma keep it G, fuck stunning like we got it made. But one day, someday, we gon' make it out somehow, some way. If I can send the right mixtape to the right place at the right time, maybe get the right break. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. Ignorance is so blissful, ain't it? Be patient, let the picture get painted before the painter gets jaded and the portrait gets tainted. I can't explain it. It's amazing how they take it and rearrange it when I was only being basic. On bend and I never break. If I levitate, it's gonna be some yellow tape. Anybody knows me know that I was never fake. Trying to get some better cake, hit the weed, meditate. I'ma be right here, let's get it quite clear. Way ahead of my peers by light years. I put it all on the line every time. To rhyme this nice unsigned is a crime. But you know they say crime pays, so I told myself I'ma do it my way. I came a long way from going the wrong way. Wait, turn the sound up, let the song play. A hell of a night, I live a hell of a life. Ride with me, it's just a day in the life. Yo, I think I need to smoke another one. The game so troublesome, lame, so bubblegum. Top 10 in the 10, probably could be number 1. Somebody tell them bums we got another one. The mixtape massacre style, so fanatical, radical, trying to show more growth, but it's gradual. So broke, I can't cope, no joke. So no, I wasn't selling dope, I was selling hope. If you never tried and you never know, I'm the next to blow. Haters saying I should let it go, trying to see the red carpet and them velvet ropes, but they so far away I need a telescope. Hella broke, but you better know I was never slow. I made a few tapes, I'ma make several more. To settle the score, I'm getting better with war. They have never before seen where I go explore. Please believe me, you don't wanna hear the lion roar. Lay that ass down flat like an iron board, or make me put the heat till you get that iron warm. Sometimes when you blaze a trail, you're gonna leave a firestorm. Turn the heat up and get the fire warm. I walk through the flames and survive the storm. You can't break my heart cause I'm not going, and you wouldn't want me to write with my heart broken. Yeah. just living my life. They say the way I'm living ain't right, but I don't remember asking anybody for advice. So light up that light, that's the light of my life. New bitch, new whip, new tits, nice eyes, good lips, she thick. Plus she gon' hammer, should've been a dancer. The way she worked for the cameras, bananas. I'm rolling up, I'm going up. If I ever go to Texas, better be pouring up. Showing more progression and I ain't slowing up. When they see that thin line, then they know it's us. They know what's up. I'm building a brand, not a band. Yet I'm broke as fuck. No record company money, still I'm showing up. Them cats think they cold as us, they must don't know enough. Don't get lost in translation. Off subject, I'm the topic of the conversation. Ain't no way around it, you gotta stay grounded. When you under the ground and they stay doubting, but I'ma make them believe. Stepping on their feet and I'm breaking their knees. Them suckers ain't real to be taking my steeds. It's a lack of leadership, so I'm taking the lead. I'm gonna make it with ease, kick them out the cypher and I'm making them leave. If they give me back talk, I be making them bleed. I tell them it's all good, but really she know better, so really I don't sweat her. I'm a go-getter and I need more cheddar. I could use that fatty, know some rich cats hating on the dude so petty, but I move so steady and the crew's already at the drop of a hat. Jason versus Freddy. I'm a savage, barbarian, Conan. Bow down to no man, get with the program. You're a Zoolander or Zohan. I got the white chick, no tan, going no hands. Damn, me, myself, and Irene. A couple drops in her eyes, no Visine. I mean, she got the double D's on high beam. An exhibitionist, she like to try things. Looking for love in all of the wrong places. No expectations, low maintenance. Faster than them Talladega races, little facial, no facelift, and I ain't had to say shit. I mean, she foul, but I'm flagrant. That is to say she blunt, but I'm blatant. So just in case I can't make it, I gotta take it back to the basics. I'm running out of patience. Before I lose my nerve, let me hit the herb. You ain't heard, they throwing curves. It's absurd, word, you on the verge of getting served. Don't let me get the urge and the energy surge. I'm unpredictable, got no pattern. So they can study if they want, but it don't matter. I'm just a pothead looking for some drop head. Paranoid as hell, tell me how I know you not feds. Instead, I'm trying to dodge one time, you only live one time. No punchline, no gun line, just a drum line, couple cutie pies, big blunt, some sunshine. I'm fine, third eye wide open, cause some people die rich, others die hoping. My heart broken, I got this ice box and it's frozen, but the blunt's still glowing and the girls keep hoeing. Everything that glitters ain't golden and I'm knowing, so I'm focused, I'm not going. These chickens still jacking and clipping, they style stolen. Let's keep it rolling, Southside still holding, I'ma do it regardless. They keep sending shots like I'm a human target. In the game nowadays, it's a shooter's market, so you gotta follow suit and get the Ruger sparking. I go against all odds like a Spartan. Them dudes ain't space age at all, I'm a Martian. Marching like Martin, finish what you starting. Married to the music and we are not pardoned. No breakup, I wake up to cake up. They hate us, but they ain't make us, they can't break us. So I keep it moving, they easily influenced. Talk greasy, believe me, I be the one shooting. So despite the confusion, we not losing. The dudes misconstrue vision with illusion, delusion. I'm a problem with no solution. Your girl choosing, ain't no conclusion. We still grooving. Check. I'm a commando, I own you, I own you. You'll be mine. Hey, you doing something, anything for this in line. I'm a CEO in my own mind, pimping my own rhymes, headline on time. I'm a CEO in my own mind. Yo, cosign, but I'm fine. Yeah. We online, just that digital dope. Come and get your quote. It's cutthroat to the bone, so I'm slitting your throat. Mean I'm busting your head, I'm just letting you know. I gotta do what I gotta, ain't no slowing the show. I'm right back at it like I got a bad habit. Put your main chick on it, let her know that she can have it. What's the status? Homie, we ain't with all that static. Trying to smoke a pound down and drop a couple classics. Look, I need a yellow bitch, but you cannot tell her shit. No, she is not celibate, but she be getting hella bad. I got a fetish for intelligence. I'm trying to travel a bit to the places I ain't never been. the pyro to the hydro. My notebook is spiral. Been around just long enough to see the game go from vinyl to viral. Watch me pass by like I'm flying. Brian, I need vacation reservations on that private island, I ain't lying. Smoking deep, turning over another leaf. But it's too many Indians and not enough chiefs. Look, I'm on one, I mean I'm on two. I'm a con man though, I'll cone you, I'll own you. You'll be mine, head doing something, anything for that deadline. A CEO in my own mind, pimping my own rhyme, deadline on time. A CEO in my own mind, no cosign, but I'm fine. We online, they still sleep. How many pillars you laying on? I'm on fit to break it down, trying to make another song. It's a life in a day, writing my life away. I hope you had the time of your life, what more can I say? I can't complain, music and Mary Jane, bumping out the frame is not a thing. It's just this southern slang, the way I'm running game. I know they think I'm cheating, tell out disgruntled employees they need to run a grievance. All my haters should be scheduling weekly meetings. Send your boy a postcard, aloha, season's greetings. Reason being, I'm sick of seeing how they proceeding, stunting like you making a killing when you just breaking even. My vocab is extensive, I know they mad when I mention ain't no squares up off in my circle. All I know is goons and gremlins fighting their head with the pencil, I'm scribbling. The way I swim, I'm amphibian, ain't no dissing them or no middleman. It's just me, hope it don't be simple, can stay on point. Adderall focus, hope it's hopeless, you gon' need Ritalin. Even though it's nice to know that they listening, I can't dumb it down, I gotta get it in. Got this rap game in my palm. Tell the world don't be alarmed, and tell old girl I ain't mean no harm. But I know she needed this charm, and look, I'm on one, I mean I'm on two. I'm a con man though, I'll own you, I'll own you. You'll be mine, hey, you doing something, anything for that deadline. A CEO in my own mind, pimping my own rhyme, deadline on time. A CEO in my own mind, no cosign, but I'm fine, we online.
Southside up. Yeah. They love me in the hood.
Look, back off, I'm not the one you wanna blackball. I could teach the class, just need the talking the blackboard. In the paint, you get your shit pinned up against the backboard. Be careful how you wish, you gon' get what you ask for. I mag horse to stack more, and it's a bad habit. Still on the grind against the aftermath of mathematics. The wrath of the last savage, prepare for the worst, cause I'm right back at it. Mixtape fanatic. So what's the science? If it's no compliance, I resort to violence. That's a long road up the mileage. Still spitting diamonds, yeah, I'm dropping jewels. I dropped out of school, but it's cool, I'm a pirate. Going off the deep end, no need to pretend. They hear me knocking, but they don't wanna let me in. But we win, you're not amounting to what I'm about to do. Heavy in this mixtape shit, watch the mountains move. Hard work pay off, pursue your dreams at all costs. Can't take another loss, I'm trying to go for boss. The world still revolves, so I keep evolving. Ain't never been ballin', I'm just trying to keep from starving. Marvin in my ear, make me wanna holler. Gotta get far away from here, it's gotten harder through the years. And I made a few mistakes, okay, I made a bunch. When you come in one from, you learn to take a punch. You gotta stay solid, y'all don't pay homage. You can't acquire this knowledge at State College. But I can't stop till I see the top product of the block. Anything I am is cause of everything I'm not. And they say I'm not hot cause I never went pop. Another underground prima donna, give me those props. I'm picking those locks, you won't fit in those socks. You are not at all hot, I'm sicker than smallpox. Can spit with my jaw locked, dog stop, you a mall cop. I've been doing this every year for 7 years. Get it clear, it's weird, they think I just appeared, I'm heavy here. Ghost writer of the year, I do it for my peers. The fans that understand the struggles of a troubled man. If I never bubble, it was never planned. I'm trying to see a couple $100 grand, at least a $250,000 a piece, so my man can eat sheesh. Fighting an uphill battle that's too steep. I can't sleep, they told me shoot for the stars, I can't reach. Let me speak, I'm stuck in these streets, waist deep. Peace. Yeah, they say I might not be the best, that's just how I rip. I'm stuck somewhere between the rookie and a vet. They tried to play me to the left, said why is he a threat? When you mess with the butterfly effect, what did you expect? Mic check, I need the progress with the connect. Collect and invest, keep the plug and press. No record sales yet, no rap checks. Seem like all I'm getting's a lack of respect. Soon as it's hunting season, I'll be back for your neck. Breezing through the heat index with no sweat. Me, I got a keen reflex, I'm just blessed. The music therapeutic, it relieve all the stress. No bubblegum rap, spitting crack like it's wet. Straight drop, fresh out the pot, get it while it's hot. If they can't take the heat, turn it up a notch. Fumes coming off the concrete mean I burnt your block. Ain't nobody give me nothing, I'm earning a spot from the school of hard knocks. I was learning a lot, always been ahead and I was determined to pop back, block, short shot, serving the rock. Time is money and the clock don't ever stop. Tick tock, either hurry up and buy or kick rocks. They say it's not gangsta or hip-hop. It must be something different, just playing my position. Slaying competition, nowadays compass missing. Pay attention, me working with them is like a conflict of interest. Not even honorable mentions, they hating from the benches, not even on the sideline. To acquire these skills, it take a lifetime. All my mind's eye see is the pipeline. Just need the right plug at the right time. I turn a hole in the wall into a gold mine. Told them let me in the yo and I can hold my own. I'm a rolling stone, where I lay my head's my home. These streets we roam, won't you throw a dog a bone? Either show me love or you can leave me alone. Let me be in my zone, ahead of my time in a place that's stuck in the past. Call myself trying to get the cash, just living too fast. Right now I'm trying to slow down, but to no avail. Living on the edge, one mistake away from jail. And I saw death around the corner, just left from the Grim Reaper house blowing marijuana. Cause you know I gotta smoke, trying to dodge these folks. I need to change my approach in case you missed the memo or slow with the info. These little boys must be smoking that pretendo. You trying to plot your revenge, I'm chasing dead men. By any means necessary, justify some ends. Let the fuckery begin. The difference between me and them, I really push the pen, they pretend. Yeah, I'm really about that life. Nice on the mic, you better get some act right. Oh look, I'm really about that life. Nice on the mic, you better get some act right. started as an idea, everybody counted me out. But I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. Let's get it quite clear. Go ahead, try to start a riot, ignite fear. I'm way ahead of my peers by light years. In the future, everything's weird, nobody fights fair. Can't keep it real and nothing's what it appears. It's all mean mugs, ice grills, slice stirs. Desperate housewives, bunch of overnight affairs. Speakers on blur, put it in the air. Not even prepared to be compared. Me, I'm well aware. Anybody throwing curves, I'ma hit them with a flare. It's the underground underdog. Came up from under y'all cause the boy go hard. All of a sudden, these suckers want a Bogart. But homie, I don't wanna rap, let the show start. A bunch of whack rappers acting like they so hard, trying to pick my blueprints apart. No flaws, press pause, hell now you get no applause. Really you should be ashamed, cause I'm appalled. They got you thinking you wrong? Not at all. Oh, let me get involved and get your contract dissolved. Full court press the whole game. Who wanna ball? Everybody wanna fly, don't nobody wanna fall. Welcome to Fight Club. Who wanna brawl? Either step your rap game up or knock it off. On the road to riches, I am not stopping off. Let me know the business, we can get it popping off. Them dudes ain't true, they false. I'm still paying dues, I don't do it for the floss. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I'm not the one you wanna cross. Don't take a wrong turn and get yourself lost. Cause the hills have eyes and you finna fell off. In that water where nobody's well off. Put a heat spell on you, you will never wear off. Anybody trying to help you gon' get scared off. Let all the weak MCs get paired off so the yes men can sit around and compare y'all. A bunch of broke jump shots, straight airball. Dog, I don't know what else to tell y'all. No machine behind me, no engine, but I'm back with a vengeance. Flow so vicious. They tried to tell me that I was really gifted, then turned around and told me that I need to be realistic. I tried to tell them I'm persistent, ambitious. Gifted with the sickness, you gon' catch it with the quickness. My opposition shifted, I guess I must have missed it. They tried to hack my logistics, it's encrypted. Metaphysics, bigger and better business. Spinach from the medicinal clinic means better bitches. Cooking in the kitchen, you won't find a better chemist. Not only am I ruthless, I'm relentless. Tell them copycat rappers get around us. They know we built our own buzz from the ground up. This shit ain't real, they just sound tough. Crown us, then turn around and wanna clown us. My vision's enhanced, I got them in a trance. I can look into the future, and you won't get a glance. This game don't owe me a red cent. They think I'm hell-bent, I'm just trying to pay rent. Everything is blown out of proportion. Espionage, sabotage, and extortion. Is it deception or inception? No connections, just ripping. Bitch, I've been legend. They too worried about the messenger to get the message. Class is in session. Be present for your first lesson. The game's all saturated. Lame bloomers procrastinating and exaggerating. So hard I need the female entourage. When the caravan come down, look like armored cars. Alarm your squad, alert the citizens. I'm back on that Southside shit again. I know these fuck boys listening and whispering, chit-chatting and lip-flapping, sinking ships again. There's a new gear that I'm shifting in. These suckers wouldn't open the door, I kicked it in. Had to break the latch and the hinge. Like I'm back for revenge, going back on a binge. These suckers wanna peep my schemes. I try to tell them, on sleep I dream. Look, I was trying to get on the circuit, left on my own recognizance. The only problem is I was only doing reconnaissance. Check it. I don't know why they second guessing my evanescence when in essence my presence immortal. I carry the message. They get impatient till I do a minor demonstration. That'll send them racing toward their final destination. Yeah, you know, make it look like an accident. It's sacrilegious the way I sacrifice for the sacrament. Like it's sacred, kept it a secret. I burned it right after I wrote it so nobody could read it, then leaked it. But it's oxymoronic like I'm Johnny Mnemonic. Everybody trying to stop it, but he's probably a prophet. I'm killing them dead, and I know it hurts. Spitting like Sunday morning services, I don't go to church. You can lead a horse to water, but can't make him drink. Can give a person peace of mind, but you can't make him think. Last night I had a premonition, a vision of many men trying to ambush my ambition. It's a given, so I pay no attention to those critics. Woke up and started penning my memories and hieroglyphics. Dig it, small shit to a giant, microphysics. I don't get it, you little midgets should mind your business. Thin line, we on a mission and the grind is vicious. I'm spitting slime like a sickness, still independent. No image, no gimmick, no special appearances. Blessed with the spirit, I'm just letting them hear it. This is no country for old men. I told them I go in, I got that dope pen. We can see, can't approach him. And broken down bones cannot coach him. Oppose him, suppose then you get closed in with no wind. Crossing that line is so thin. Guess they ain't know I got a 9 that holds 10. It's no loyalty amongst liars. All I know is hustlers, hookers, drug smugglers, and gun suppliers. Me, myself, I'm a gun for hire. Loose cannon, I can't retire until I expire. I'm getting higher. There's no honor amongst thieves. Still waters run deep, so I'm running one deep. This the Tennessee TNT. Explosive, competition is hopeless. Watch me overdose this. I mean, I came to get the job done right, and just to make sure I brought a bomb to a gunfight. All I need is one mic to shine sunshine bright, make them lose eyesight looking at that blind light. The blind's leading the blind, you can't see straight. In the fast lane doing the dash, know I need brakes. They still trying to hate, stop it. I don't fuck with you snakes, but I'm Metal Gear Solid, and it better be a profit, otherwise what's the topic? I know they can't wait for me to drop knowledge. I'm in and out of state and they think I'm back in college. Honest, I promise, I'm just being modest. It's the bittersweet symphony, daydreaming, epiphany, living with the memories of misery. I mean, my serendipity is lacking symmetry, so I'm currently chemically independently balancing out my chemistry. And they don't want to listen, but they hearing me, so I don't let it get to me. They don't believe it's meant to be. Many men mimic me, but they lack the energy, the synergy, the motherfucking intensity. Wasn't looking for sympathy, maybe empathy. Thought it was all good till I had breakfast at Tiffany's. Ran a few preliminary tests to check the tendencies, and typically, I'm sure you agree, we run at different speeds. Listen, please, remember me. And when you motherfuckers mention Tennessee, mention me. Yeah, that's a rap. Yeah. Hey yo, what's good? Yeah. What up? 1 2 1 2. Check. Check. Listen, let me give you a jewel. You can't be in this game if you're missing the rules. I see the squares get it twisted, cause they don't live it, they don't get it. They like the beat, but they don't understand the lyrics. Some people sell their soul, others give it free spirit. Hindsight 2020, my vision be the clearest. They told me it was a test, some people want a battle. I told them I was the best, except I'm too agile, soft-spoken, like I don't go hard enough. They wanna call this bluff, go ahead, bring your starters up. It ain't hard to us, who wanna spar with us? Knocking you bums out the box and picking the garbage up. On that mic you tough, like you with the shit. Never did a bid for a sack or a pistol grip, so who you really riffing with? Fuck the censorship, this shit can get and stick your signs catch up. You better get your rep up or live by your rep, bro. Die trying to fess up. Who's next up? Can we run it along? Who wanna step up? Started off all the way in the back, but I crept up right like the best of. With me they bout to mess up. It's game time, step into the batter's box. And you are not a rapper, you a chatterbox. I make it shake like an earthquake. Feel the aftershock, there's no limit to the cash money when you rap a lot. You the laughing stock of hip-hop. I'm the best unsigned rapper since Big and Pop. You don't get it stopped, you probably get it with cops and your lame ass squad co-signing and giving props. No hesitation, chainsaw massacre y'all, just leather face them. Hit them with the blitz, but I'm not Jason Statham. They don't like what he spit, but you cannot change the station. You gotta take it. No more fucking around, I'm bucking the pound, bucking them down. Somebody better buckle them down. I mean, get this bum out of here. I'm from the South, homie, you don't wanna battle here. Get your cage rattled here, you need more battle gear. You know Teflon, don't get stepped on, you or your stepmom. I'm not the captain of the boat, but we float. You should know when it comes to that flow, I can go. You ain't ready for the ether. You are not a gangster, you a substitute teacher, asking me for a feature. Please, You barking up the wrong tree. I'm the big dog, Glenn Robb, you a small flea. You not at all me. And your bitch want me to give her the game, but it costs a small fee. Don't mistake this for the other shit they be doing. Thanks to the fakes like you in the game may be ruined. You can't decode the G code. I reload, go into beast mode and turn your nose into a peephole. Look, I don't know what's the lesser of two evils. Me in the contest, or me with the Desert Eagle. These bitches unbelievable. Me, I'm unforgettable. Mixtape several, come down off your pedestal. You was never peddling medicine. I really push the mescaline like a Mexican. These fuck boys are full of estrogen. All huggable, and this is not the Huxtables or good times. I got them good rhymes, A1. Been down from day one, the same one posted with that gray gun. Put you on the newspaper, front page, A1, front page. Headline, another rapper died today because of thin line. Don't blame the label, no Cain and Abel. All bars are fatal, all flows are final. Barcodes are vinyl, digital download, live shows are viral. Your career's on a downward spiral. I'm the underground underdog, propane pyro. Cocaine, hydro, hoes change, I know. All of the lames can die slow, whoa. You on thin ice, you better get it right, sit tight. What you trying to do, I did twice and I'm twice as nice. I'm out, yo. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Look, I'm killing this shit, and it's really murder. If you wondering who really spit, don't look any further. No official releases or major placements, underground mixtaping, I'm still making a statement. Independent and proud, I'm saying it loud. I see they sleep taking my style, that's making me smile. I'm hearing white lies about yellow tape, set it straight. They must think I started rapping yesterday. I'm going Leatherface, you were just a featherweight. Hard work pay off, I'm getting better every day. Spitting 5-5 through your Wi-Fi, why lie? You can't win, so why try? Excuse my French, but I have to vent. And nah, homie, on rap, I reminisce. Dig it, that shit you rap about, I really live it. The business, I'm about that life until the finish. Relentless, call for backup, you gonna need it now. If y'all underground, I'm deeper down. In the center of the earth where the heat is found. When chickens ain't trying to go to church when he around. I came in the game for the simple fact that I can rhyme and this is rap. These lames yip yap and chit chat about this and that. How they pitch and crack. You keep your ratchet packed and your package fat. Just cause you from the streets don't mean you battle rap. You baby rapping Cabbage Patch, I see you in the aftermath. They took my style, won't let me have it back. But you out of your element, me, I'm in my habitat. Cause on the D-low, I know you steal low. They see me coming and start running like I'm Debo. Cause I speak that primo, A1, been down from day one, keep it 100, that's a C note. The mixtapes miss me in the game, don't need you. People forgot you was rapping this amnesia. They sleeping on me like anesthesia. Sedatives, muscle relaxers, and pain relievers. Realer than reality for you make-believers and underachievers. I'm closer to my dreams, some don't know what it means. Smoking mirrors and glisten clean, it ain't always what it seems, so I'm working. Look, ain't no days off. I stay on the green, but I don't play golf. Ain't no baggage at all, just about to take off. Never been afraid of heights or the great fall. So when I get to where I'm going, bet I keep it rolling. I know they want me to stop, but I'm not slowing. I'ma continue tradition, continue spitting. Listen, pay attention, this is what the game been missing. Hey yo, what's good? Check it, look, it's just another day in paradise, but I keep a loaded paradise for you parasites. Don't compare me with the stereotypes, I got to knock your iPod and your stereo light. Damn right we in the building, and I've been on, so never mind what they saying, homie, I've been known. I'll advise you not to get wrong, Ocean's 11, I'm a con man though, don't get calm. Yeah, I'm better than they make me out to be, and why they keep on doubting me, upset is what they bout to be. So it's either make money or make history, and I could be as fake as them, but they can't be as real as me. Yo, I mean, here's another fun fact, run it back. I rap, but I don't make the fun stack. It's like I'm going in circles, but I don't run track. I noticed the coldest MCs have seemed to become wet. A hustler's dream is a hater's nightmare. Ice grill, slight stairs, but I ain't come to fight for. And for the most part, I'm misunderstood. If men and women both lie, then don't you think the numbers should? Told them I was from the hood, they think I'm stunting good, but I was looking for a good girl, Carrie Underwood. So tell Miranda Lambert I'm over you, and I ain't talking to them local dudes from the vocal booth. So please stop being so sensitive. My hood pass good, I got a lifetime membership, and I don't need your approval. I was a real hip-hop head before Google. Let me be truthful, it may seem brutal, but nowadays hearing the truth's a little unusual. Nobody keeps it real anymore. All they say is give me more, not a penny less, a penny more. I hate to be petty, but they say I'm not ready. When I'm the one raising the bar, they making it heavy. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself, running my own race, about to better myself. So it's win, lose, or draw, this that uncut raw. And whenever I get involved, it's a problem you'll never solve. Tried to tell them I'm the total package of talent, ambition, and passion. To make it happen is more than rapping. Still touching sensitive subjects, told them I was up next like they ain't had enough yet. Started off, only trying to play it off, holding back, hoping the labels will try to play me soft. It's lonely at the top when they want you spot. A couple cats was top 10 till I knocked them out the box. This rap game is extra shady, I'm going through it, so the truth is I'm learning a lot of lessons lately. Still trying to get better with poems, they kept counting me out, but I weathered the storm. I mean, I'm doing it like it's never been done before. Never won awards, lost a few battles, but I won the war. For people faking the funk, what you stunting for? Still in the race out front, or what you running for? Or what you running from? Homie, I'm the one, no handouts, none, but I get the job done.
It's not really how you start, it's not about a leg, it's about the overall race. And that's one of the reasons why I'm a marathon runner, I ain't no sprinter. I can walk out my door right now, run a marathon, right now. And that's what separates you from me.